What's going on, guys? We're back with week 8. Let's go. We're in this other room setup for one more day, and then we'll be back to the OG setup. But right now, first thing off, I'll show you my new options trading layout. I'm just really focused on simplifying my charts and using indicators that I like without needing to overcomplicate things. So all I have here is the 9 EMA and the 21 EMA, and then we have the MACD. I just choose the MACD just because it's basically the moving averages, but I just like having this kind of extra chart component. And it's just like, okay, like I can just kind of read the MACD and it gives a little bit more context to what the candles are actually doing. So like I can read the MACD, right? Look at that extreme crossover, right? You know what I mean? This thing ripped. But yeah, this is my options trading. So if I'm intraday, it's like Dell, right? You can tell that like we're above the moving averages. The MACD is looking fine. Like it's easier to just get a trend with the MACD. I just kind of like using it. Or you could tell, like, you could just enter right here because it's like, okay, look at the MACD about to cross over, and boom. You feel me? Just kind of gives you an idea in the trend. But yeah, okay. So today, this is my simple, but obviously we are going to find we're going to find setups here for the monthly, for the ETF, because I kind of like doing this, and it's just an easy way to approach, these videos. So let's go over the things we did in last week's video, see how they're performing. So it would have been down about 9%. I actually didn't enter any of these except end phase. I'm in end phase. Look at that. That's a bad candle. Really bad candle. Look how ugly that is. Got hard rejection off this point of control, but if we can get above that, it looks really good. Either way, whatever. We are in end phase. Caesars looks still pretty good. Look at that. 16% this week. It's a dollar stock, but 18%, bro. Brody. Look at that balance. What stock is that? All right. So let's go on our ETF that we're actually actively holding and see how everything's holding up. Green, good week on AGNC. Valid. Oh, and then what I'm doing now is if I'm going to enter new positions, I'll do it on Monday typically. And then if I want to sell a position, I want to wait till Friday because look at this. I sold APLD too early because I exited, like I lost money on this, but like I exited near here, right? But it's still green, so it's still technically valid after this week. So yeah, I stopped out too early, or if I would have waited till Friday, I'd still be holding this. I also stopped out of, I already forgot what it was, but yeah. So let's just check over our positions, see if they're still active or still valid. Barrick looks good. Still valid. Remember, it's just green, green. This is the key here. Yeah, end phase. Not have a good day on Thursday. So I added these three this week. And then I only caught APLD and, oh, it was Cypher. That's what it was, Cypher mining. Technically still valid, so I cut it too early on Cypher. So yeah, and then we still have Nebus, which looks solid for options this coming week. Really solid. Look at that hammer. Look at that hammer. Oof. But yeah, let's just look for setups, no? Let's just look for setups. So ETF watches. Let's go over the ones that we still like here. I mean, they're all technically valid. Yeah, I don't know why we don't just use some of these. I'm going to keep it to 5 new entries this week. So let's find the best 5 new entries that we can. Preferably, you want to be above the point of control here. You also want to trade stocks that are bullish. Like, oh, this is not like super, you know what I mean? Like, you want to trade with a trend. Boom, 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 boom. Like, okay, more likely, right? This, like, you know, it's totally beat down and it looks like we might have buying pressure. Like, I can find a better setup, more likely setup, right? Like, this has been trading in bearish. Like, it looks like, okay, we could be making a higher low, especially above this. Like, okay. You know, as you can see, this is bullish market structure, and then this is bearish market structure. What we're just coming off of is bearish, obviously, very high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. But it looks like if we can make, it looks like a change of character here, right? Because here's this high, right? Remember, this high was below this high. But now this high, this peak here on this wick is higher than this high. Even this, like, it closed higher than this high, past high. So I like Caesar for it. Plus, we're above this point of control. Power and utilities. Here's a high, here's a high, here's a high. Looks like a higher low here. All you can do is analyze the chart. Okay, Under Armour. Just kind of consolidating in this area here, and then we made a high, and a big low, and a high. So that's bearish. But this is kind of above here, so it's kind of ambivalent. Or not, you know what I mean? It's kind of... Look at that wick on there. That's crazy. This looks fine. I mean, we're below this fair value. I'm at point of control, but like this looks fine too. Looks like we can make a higher low here because we made a higher high here. And then this would be the low. This is a higher low. It's got potential. Very operating co. I don't necessarily like these stocks that are completely beat down. You know, I think they're just higher risk. I I mean, it's possible. Integrated oil. Like this stock was $80. Look at that wick. $314. Like what happened? Dude. Now it's $2. Isn't that insane? This thing's all-time high was in the 700s. It's insane. Insane. So low key. Low key, like, are we getting a crazy discount? I'll keep it in there. Like, these biotech stocks are just like, bro. I mean, these small caps, you're taking way more of a risk. But like, once again, my position sizing is not crazy, so. Nice candle there. Damn. I mean, end phase is kind of one of those beat down things as well. All right, top setups here. Right, market structure, bullish. This looks good. It looks like a change of character here, right? Low, low, higher, high. Bullish right here on Energy Vault. Under Armour. Could be a change of character. This one's just like a potential value play. I mean, it's insane. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I hope you can just kind of recognize, like sometimes like these charts are just not that clear. You just want to trade in bullish market structure, right? Bullish, bullish, I mean slightly bullish, bullish, right? This is probably a good entry here, ASM. This is also a good entry here. Look at that ripper. Okay, I'm just like going in circles, holy crap. Rolls Royce. It's kind of cool. trying to avoid all these like ADRs if possible. Damn, I was watching Verizon. Thing ripped. We'll find one of them here. I promise you. Let's find one. Let's find one. Dude, CNQ ripped. Look at that. Right there. There's your entry. Even up here. Look at that classic right here. Building buying pressure. Boom, boy. Boom. I mean, I guess ADRs don't really matter. There's a lot of them, though. And yeah, sorry about having to change the tabs every time. I don't have my other monitor, so it's like, you know what I mean? Can't really. We're just making use of what we have here. Like right there, look at that bullish market structure, man. We'll find one. We'll find one. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I'll find it. Then we'll. Ooh. Yo. 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 There's one. There's one, my boy. I think we already looked at that one too, but. Look at that. Bang, bae. Bang. Look at that. It's been ripping. I mean, it looks like both of these are just hanging on by a thread, right? I'd probably buy Lloyd's just because it's not an ADR. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Like, bro. Some stocks don't move that crazy. You feel me? But you already know Vail's gonna be up to the ceiling. Yup. See, this is what happens when companies get acquired like this. They just kind of sit flat. Like, okay, well, Exact Sciences got incorporated into Abbott. I was just gonna show because it like jumped like 55% and then just stayed there like this. It didn't move at all. But I guess. Damn. There you go. I don't like how that's red though. Look at that bounce though. All right. I don't hate this. It's a little bit of a riskier entry just because it's kind of, because it's technically red here. But if we look at the chart structure, this is kind of, you could call this a bull flag. I mean, we're just kind of, but like here to here, and then it's kind of consolidating up here. And then if we zoom out and see the chart structure, higher high, higher high, higher high. Looks pretty bullish. Yeah, Nike is just cooked. Cooked. See? This thing's, it's a case of the rippies. Case of the rippies. I had a Chipotle $33 call this week. Closed above $33 and it expired April 17th and I sold it. Say, whoops, whoops. Let's try to find some new stuff here. Come on, boy. Yeah, let's check iron, because I sold iron. It's red, my boy. Damn. I bet you FPS is going to be a hitter here. Ready? Nah, bro, nah. Say nah. Bro, Snapchat ripped this week, I think. I mean, okay, 17%, yeah. That's very bearish, though. Look at this. Bro, Snap went crazy. Bro, imagine getting rich off Snapchat, bro. Listen, deleting Snapchat was one of the best things I've ever done. Listen, I think it has use for communication, but if you're constantly on Snapchat, you are too available, right? People don't care. People just, you're too available, bro. You're too available. It ain't special. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta make yourself valuable. You can't be just constantly at the whim of everyone else. You know what I mean? And say, we ain't trying to find deals. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't trying to find things that are super cheap. Yo, this thing just formed a green candle. It's super cheap, bro. We're getting a good deal. Nah. Duck that. So, like, this company must have gotten acquired. You know what I mean? This is an acquisition. Stock doesn't move after. It's probably got acquired at 42 or something. You feel me? So I know you feel me. We're going to find one more setup, and then we're going to find the best 5, and then I'm going to buy those this coming week. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Wait. Farmers National Bank. I was about to buy this and put it in my portfolio. They beat. Let's do an analysis on the chart structure, right? Generally bullish. Big sell-off here. That's April 2025, whatever. But here's our high. Here's our high. Here's our high. Here's another indicator I just want to show you. It's kind of a cool indicator. This is kind of nice. It shows like demand zones too, it looks like. But yeah, that looks solid. It's a solid setup, my boy. Ugh. All right. One more. What? No. We close to bottoming out on CarMax, folks. It's good to keep in mind here. It's not a buy right now, but could be. ALKS. It's just like crazy. Also doing this, like instead of just holy shiz, we missed this one. See, you see the FMB is a bank. This is a bank. Do you see the trends? Yo. Hey, whoa. What is this, folks? Folks. Wow. Look at that setup, folks. Right? So can we get a look at that setup in chat? Right, Cypher, APLD both came back. I should not have sold any stock yet. Sold that too early. You cut your losers on Friday. Remember, it's keeping your position sizing consistent. I'm not trying to make money super fast with this strategy, but I want to be consistent. I want to buy stuff that is Quantum has gotten beat down. I still want to buy Quantum just because it's kind of cool. I'll probably do that in my Coinbase portfolio just kind of for fun. It's like a Quantum crypto port. That'd be kind of fun. Triple digit price targets. You know, like, oh, why not have some moonshots in like a totally separate portfolio? Ionic, Rigetti. Like, yeah, it's not necessarily, like, I don't know what to say. There's so many quantum stocks. I just think it's like cool, like crypto quantum portfolio. Be kind of fun. I don't really have any quantum stocks yet. And crypto's just continually falling. But, you know, it's found support here. And yeah, I mean, long term, like, I can afford to kind of risk on crypto. I don't know. I use Coinbase, so. Like a stock like UiPath, like that'd be a cool one to put in my crypto port. One more here, one more. Let's go. Damn. This thing must have got acquired again. Look at that. Ondas. Yo, that's a great buying opportunity right here on ONS. Look at that. I like that. Look at that hammer. Could have gotten it at $7, bro. I mean, this thing is really optimistic. There we go. There's our last setup. That looks solid, man. Just gonna have to break through this level. Probably find resistance here. But yeah, Ondas looks good. Okay, so let's go through these and choose the best 5. Probably keep most of them, but like I can't buy all of these like at some point. You know what I mean? So the best, we want it right inside this bias line here. A little extended. Under Armour does look fine, bro. Honestly, I think it looks fine. I kind of like Under Armour there. It's just like there's so many to pick from, bro. Like, bro, I could rip 54% a week. I don't want to get rid of these. Okay, we'll just go based on the top setups. About 8, like, look at this. What happened here? Oh, it looks fine. Ondas looks fine. I should have kept a better eye on this stock. Fast looks good. I mean, it's not the best setup. I mean, dude, gold and silver looks good. But yeah, this is just how you pick setups. So I'm not going to necessarily say which ones I'm gonna buy right away. I'll update that next week. But yeah, it's all the consistency, right? We need the green down here, and then we just want it near fair value within a bearish or not bullish market structure, right? And these small caps, they can totally jump, but they can also dump. You know what I mean? But that's why you don't size super heavily. If you control your sizing, like, but yeah, we found these ones on this video. So it's up to you. CarMax is not ready, I don't think. HUD 8 looks pretty good. Look at these candles, hammers, most of them. ONS is a good stock. And yeah, that's it. Let's go. Yeah. In terms of the Roth, I got rid of QQQM, and then I added AVDV because this has international exposure, and if I'm holding VTI and if I'm holding VTI and I'm holding QQQM, it's like pretty strong overlap. I have tech stock exposure through my individual account. Through my Roth, I just want to compound. So I put money in VTI and put money in AVUV and AVDV. These are actively managed value port. Yeah, we're in an uptrend, you know. It's not gonna be perfect, but just let compounding do the work, my man. That's it. So we just be continuously buying, dollar cost averaging every day, and that's it. Let's go. See you later.